Now for real, this is the holy grail of video games. This game is just... Hey guys, what's up? My name's Travis and welcome back to another video. Now before we get into the devlog, let's talk about Raid Shadow Legends. Do you like games? Well, I have the game for you, and it's called Raid Shadow Legends. Guys, this is the holy grail of games. This game is so freaking good, I play it between jump cuts. The sheer amount of dopamine that I get when I play this game is enough to fill up a bucket. That's how great this game is. I mean, you've never played a game like this before. You know all those crappy free mobile games? This is not one of them, I'll tell you that. Now, as you could probably tell, this is just a joke, but for legal reasons, I am not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Please do not sue me. Please. But, you know it is a really good game that you can play for free. The demo for Wait, Where's My Lunch? See that transition there? Wait, Where's My Lunch is the indie game that I'm currently working on, and if you want to play the demo for it, there's a version available on Steam and then a longer extended version available on my website. They're both absolutely free, so make sure to check them out. So most of the stuff that I've been working on has kind of just been more cleanup stuff. One little thing that I added is that instead of having text just kind of floating just in the middle or at the bottom of the screen, I have it on like a piece of paper that rolls out in an animation on your screen so that it brings the aesthetics together a little bit more and it's just not so plain. So the reason why I wanted to make the text a little bit more less plain is because I'm starting to work on the tutorials a little bit more and make them so that they're a little bit more helpful. I make it so that the game freezes at crucial points so that it's a little bit easier to not get so caught off guard. So before, it would kind of just pop up on the screen, the plain old text, and just say, hey, by the way, press Q to crouch. And then you might just get eaten by the zombie anyway because you sit there and start reading it and stuff is still happening. But now the screen freezes so that it gives you that extra piece of time to do it and read it and soak everything in, and then it won't unfreeze until you actually press Q to crouch or whatever command it is at the time. I think this makes the game a little bit less frustrating to try to learn because a lot of people will probably quit after you're trying to read something and you just get killed needlessly. So I'm glad I added that in. I think it's a nice touch. Another thing I started working on was getting the game to save and save the game state so that, you don't have to just do it all in one try. So basically how the system works is that when you pass through a trigger in the level as you're running through it, it calls a function called the save function, and that function records the spawn location in which the player is going to spawn if it dies, what level that spawn location is in, if it has a weapon, and if it does have a weapon, what number that weapon is that corresponds and each weapon has a unique number. Also, the durability of that weapon if it has a weapon. And the way that it's stored is that it writes to a file in JSON format, and if you don't know, JSON is a way to format files so that it can record them as objects, and objects basically store data in multiple variables. Whoa! Dude! Sorry. Yo, come on, I don't pay you to fall asleep.
You don't pay me at all.
Just hold the boom mic, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. So, as I was saying, it's basically recorded in a file format called JSON, and JSON stores things as objects that can be written and read back with different variables and values that correspond to... Are you kidding me, Tarvis?
Sorry, boss, but this stuff is just really boring. I don't think anyone's gonna care, at all.
Really? I think it's interesting.
So it's not, so...
Okay, fine. Well, we'll talk about it later. I'll just come back to that stuff. Basically, I got the game to save spawn locations, and it records which level you're in and which spawn you're at, and it records it to files that you can then come back to later. So, another thing that I started working on and cleaning up a little bit were some of the animations. I added a little stuff here and there to some animations, like the zombie getting killed by a tennis ball stick. I changed that up a tiny bit. I think it looks a little bit better. I also changed the running animation a little bit. Here's a before and after. I also finished all the animations relating to the cart, including if the player hits a zombie, if it already has a zombie in it, you can't put more than one zombie in a cart. So I got all the animations for that ready, and with that, the cart and soap are kind of fully functional features in the game. So I think it's pretty much close to being done. So I also started working on the third enemy type for the last level or two, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. So, ha. And so at this point, I have basically all the gameplay features that I want in the game. I'm close to having all the enemy types that I'm going to have in the game. I only have like 1 or 2 levels left to actually fully make. So I'm pretty close to being done. Now, my current plan is that I want to finish the game before I go back to school. I go back to school in a little bit under 3 weeks, so I'm gonna try to finish it before that. So I put together a final roadmap of all the stuff that I have to do before the game is pretty much done. Now, I don't plan to release it in that 3 weeks because I'm sure there's going to be things here or there, but I want to just be kind of done with the game because once I start school, I'm going to have a hard time finding time to work on it. So I don't want to leave myself a lot of work during that time. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys. As always, thanks for sticking around to the end. Make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, follow me on social media, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, Tarvis, we have to come back. We gotta finish the talk about the save files.
I'm going home.